Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kay and today's video is my beauty purchases for February. I haven't really done these every month. I tend to sort of have a couple of months where I sort of build a few things up before I talk about anything. I don't really have a lot to talk about, but I did get a few things this month, so I thought rather than wait a couple of months, I'd just do it now. So I did do one last month, so if you want to watch that, I'll leave that linked up above somewhere so you can check that out. But yeah, this is quite a new thing for me, filming one of these videos within a month of the last one. Don't get too used to it. I'm not sure it's going to happen all the time, but we'll make the most of it while it lasts. So I do have a little basket of goodies here and a little envelope which I'm trying to cover the address on. So we're just going to go through the basket now and just talk about what I bought, what I think, if I've tried it, when I'm going to try it, and yeah, let's just see what I got. So I suppose the first thing we should talk about is these. So we've got two little packages here. So they're both actually from Feel Unique. I was going to do a dedicated video about these, and then as per usual with me, things got very late in the day. Half of these things aren't even on the website anymore, so I just thought, nope, I'm just going to leave it for my beauty purchases video instead. Anyway, so the little envelope is from the Feel Unique sample service, and then this one is from the beauty kit service that they're currently running. So Feel Unique, if you're not aware, is an online beauty retailer. They do sell a fair amount of things, from hair care to makeup to skincare to beauty tools, all that kind of thing really. They do sell a lot. They do have a sample service whereby you pay £3.95 for postage and packaging, and you can pick 5 samples within a month. You can only make one pick within a month from one account. So if you have more than one account, then obviously you can make more than one pick. But doing it properly, one account, you get one pick a month, and you can only pick from the time that you picked it. So if you picked at the 17th of a month, you wouldn't be able to pick another selection until the 17th of the following month. I hope that makes sense. So this was my pick for February. I haven't really done it for a while, to be honest. I've been on the last few months and not really been that excited or intrigued by anything that's been on there, so it just hasn't been worth it. But there were a few things that I wanted this time, so I did get them. And then you've got the beauty kit. Now again, you can get 5 items in the beauty kit. However, because these are higher end products and they tend to be larger samples than from the sample service, this does cost more. So this is, I think it's £12. I should check. It costs £12 plus the £3.95 postage and packaging. There are pros and cons to this. I'm going to go through those in a minute as well, but I should also mention that that £3.95 postage and packaging, you do actually get that back. You get it back in the form of a gift voucher through a confirmation email that you get from Feel Unique, and it's got a code on it, and you can basically put that code in as a gift voucher on the site against future purchases. You used to be able to use it against the next month's delivery charge, but they have actually fixed that glitch now. On the website it always said that you couldn't do that, but you could. They've fixed it. You now can't, which is a bit unfortunate and sad, but it's what it's supposed to be, so you can't argue too much. But yeah, so I'll just show you what I got from both, and then I'll talk about the pros and cons of each service, and then we'll go through the little items that I bought for the rest of the month. So in my samples were these little goodies. So I got the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. So yeah, it's just a little sample. It is 7ml, so it's not the smallest sample you could get, I don't think. It does come in a little tube. It is so big, so it's quite a nice little size to try out actually. I do already have a Wonder Glow something or other, but it's in a little sachet. Haven't tried it yet. I've got a couple of Charlotte Tilbury samples that I haven't tried yet. From the looks of this, I think I'm trying to get a full face of things before I try them out. It's not intentional, but that's kind of the way it's working out. So that was that. And then next I got the, again, Charlotte Tilbury, and it's the, what is it? It's the Overnight Bronze and Glow Mask. So this is just a 1.5ml sample, so it is just a tiny little sample, but it just sounded really interesting. I like the idea of a natural looking sort of self-tan that I don't have to put an awful lot of effort into. So this sounded like it would be quite nice. And for the face as well, that's something that I don't really pay much attention to when I do self-tanning, which isn't very often. So this just seemed like a stress-free way of doing that. Thought I'd give it a go. Again, I'm not sure whether that's the only one of those that I've got, or whether I've got another one sitting in my stash somewhere, but it is what it is. And then there was this little perfume sample from Victor & Rolf. So this is the Flower Bomb Nectar. I love the original Flower Bomb. I've never actually had a full-size version of it, but I've had a couple of samples, and my heart sings whenever I smell that fragrance. I absolutely love it. This is the Nectar version. I don't think I've tried this one. I think I've got a couple of versions of the Flower Bomb samples, but I don't think I've tried this one. So let's just, because I haven't actually opened any of these since I had them. Let's give that a wave. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, I really like that. This is bad. I should stop getting samples of these perfumes because it makes me want them even more. It's not good. Not good at all. Well, not good for my bank balance anyway. Next, I got the Sol de Janeiro Coco Cabana cream. This is just a 7.5ml sample. I've tried and I love the Brazilian Bum Bum cream. I've heard that this is quite a nice fragrance too, so I thought I'd give it a go while it was on there. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know, but I'll let you know what I think once I've used it. And then the last thing from the sample service was this Rituals, the Ritual of Dow night balm for the hands. So it's basically a hand cream, a night hand cream. I'm always on the lookout for good hand creams. I've had a few this year. I haven't used all of them. I need hand creams. I like hand creams. I just find it really difficult to use them. My job doesn't really give me much opportunity for topping up on hand creams. I sort of work shifts. I work in an area where I can't take cosmetic products into the workplace, so trying to top up makeup and top up lotions and potions and what have you, I just can't really do. So I do struggle to get through things with me work in the way that I work, but I do really like hand creams, and sizes like this are quite nice to put in your handbag. I know this is a night cream, so this one isn't going in my handbag. This one will go next to my bed, but yeah, I like hand creams. I like to try them. I'm always looking for my next new favourite hand cream, so I thought I'd give that one a go. And that was the sample service samples. And then we've got the beauty kit samples. So this one was on top. So we've got the Guerlain Meteorites base. I've actually had one of these before. I've still got it somewhere. and I know I used it a couple of times and then put it away because I actually quite liked it, and I didn't want to use it all up because it's Guerlain and there's no way in hell am I paying full price for a full size version of Guerlain anything. So I saw this and thought, perfect, I'm going to get me another one of these, and then I can pull out the one I've got and use it up. You can see it's got the little pink, like, I want to call them bubbles, I know that's not right, little balls, little pink balls in there. And what happens is when you sort of squirt it out, it releases all the sort of shimmery goodness. So it's not too shimmery. I quite like the effect that it has. It's just glowy, it's not glittery. You can get other versions of things like this, you can get cheaper versions of things like this, but I did, like I said, I did have one of these. I like it. I'd got the opportunity to have another one, so I jumped at it. Why wouldn't I? So that was that one. And then, oh, this is cute. So this is another Charlotte Tilbury product, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Microfine Powder. The box just isn't big enough for those kind of titles. It's just not. But this is so damn cute. So it's just a little, tiny little compact. And it has a tiny little mirror. Sorry for blinding you. Tiny little mirror. And it's just this little powder in there. So the cutest little compact ever. I just sort of fell in love with this. It's so dinky and cute, it's unbelievable. This is in the shade Fair, I think it was, if I can find it. Yeah, so it's in the shade 1 Fair. It's just a deluxe sample. I think it's like 1 gram or something like that. No, not even that. It's like 0.8 grams. So there's not a lot in here, but I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist. I am a sucker for packaging, an absolute sucker for packaging, but there you go. Next we've got, oh, I got very excited when I saw this on here. So this is the Erna Laszlo Hydrate and Nourish. It's basically a hydrating toner. I did have a sample of this before. It was a slightly bigger sample than this one is though. But I absolutely fell in love with it. But it's so expensive. And again, like with the Guerlain, there's no way in hell I'm paying for a full-size version of this. So I saw the sample and went, gotta be done. So I do have toners that I enjoy. My Caudalie hydrating toner is really good. It's amazing. But I know when I use this, the difference I felt in my skin was just so, I wanted this in my life, but unfortunately my budget does not allow for it. So I saw the sample and I thought, I'm going to have you in my life again, even if it is only for a short time. So that was that. And then there was this, which is the Saint Tropez Self-Tan Purity Bronzing Water Face Mist. So I had a few Saint Tropez Purity products in subscription boxes and freebie bags and goodie bags and that last year. Haven't used any of them. Like with the Charlotte Tilbury thing, I wanted something that was fuss free. With my face, if I self-tan, I do sort of focus a lot more on the body. I forget about the face, and then I put SPF on my face. So then it's like, if I don't have makeup on, white, tanned. So this I thought might be quite nice to give a go. As I said, I did have a few from the Purity range, but this wasn't one of them. So I thought I'd give this a try. And then I'm hoping that I'm just going to get all of those little items together and try them all out and see what I think of the range as a whole. And then last from the beauty kit is something again that I've had before and I really enjoy using. So the Emma Hardy Moringa Cleansing Balm. I love this stuff. It's such a good balm. I really enjoy using it to remove my makeup. It sort of emulsifies. It goes on, you put it on dry, add water, it emulsifies, washes away all of your makeup. Really good. I really like it, but I really like the fragrance of this as well. It sort of has sort of personal memories for me. So again, I saw one of these on the website. I just knew I had to have it. And for a sample size as well, this is one of the large sample sizes. This is more of a deluxe sample size. I have had some that have been smaller, so this is 15ml. It's a good size. It'll last me a little while, so that's nice to have. And that was all of the beauty kit and sample service samples. So many samples. Please don't make a drinking game out of the amount of times I say samples in this video, because you will be drunk. Overall, I think the sample service and the beauty kit service they're okay. The sample service I actually think is probably better value for money, because you are getting that shipping cost back, so in effect you're getting them for free. Whereas the beauty kit, obviously you've got to pay sort of £12 for to get the product, and they are only sample sizes, which quite a lot of them that are on there you can probably get them for free if you can just go to a department store. However, if you're like me and you actually can't get to a department store very easily, then I think the beauty kit is actually a good idea. That £12 for me, it does feel a bit steep, especially, as I said, considering they are only sample sizes. But I think it's the kind of service that does have a place. I don't know, it's difficult. It is difficult, and I think it depends on your frame of mind. It depends on your sort of circumstances. It's not going to be for everybody. If I was able to get to a department store and they had these kind of brands that I could get samples for, then no, the beauty kit would not be worth the £12. But I can't do that. My only way to buy makeup and beauty products really is online. So whilst I don't like that I've got to pay the £12 in order to get them, I like that I've actually got the opportunity to. So it depends on your frame of mind, it depends on your circumstance, but overall I think they're a good idea, and I do think they have a place. So that's that. And with all that being said, I'm going to move on to the actual products that I bought and not just the samples. So let's talk about this first. So it's from RODUCTS. And it's the, it's the Dragon's Blood Cleansing Water. So it says hydrate and tone. It's a micellar water with hyaluronic acid and vitamin B3. So I do use micellar waters quite a lot. I've got a Caudalie one that I'm currently using. I've got a Now Bay one that I've sort of started using and then haven't used for a while, but I'm going to start using again once the Caudalie one's done. As I've alluded to, I work shifts, and sometimes those shifts mean that I don't get home until sort of after midnight. I don't want to be waking my husband up, so I tend to have a second set of products in our downstairs bathroom. And yeah, so things get moved around, things get forgotten about for a while. That's how come I end up with several products open at the same time. It's a thing. But I do like cleansing waters, and I saw this one in TK Maxx actually, and yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. Now RODUCTS is a respected brand. I know some of the products have had good reviews. I haven't really seen any for this one, so this was a bit of a risk, but what actually tempted me to buy it was the price. So it was only £6.99. I think I pay more than that for my Caudalie. I think the Now Bay one probably has a higher price tag, a higher RRP on it than that as well. So I thought, do you know what, for £6.99 I'm going to give it a go. So I haven't tried it yet, I haven't opened it yet. As I said, I've already got 2 on the go. A third one would just be ridiculous, so I'm not going to do that. But when I do open it and try it, I'll obviously let you know what I think about it once I've used it for a while. So that's that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is this. So it's from Revolution Skincare, and it is the 1% Bakuchiol Serum, or Bakuchiol. At some point I will figure out how to say that word. So gentle fine line and correcting serum. So I've had one of these before, I've just finished using it. I've actually just talked about it in my empties video, which I will leave linked above if you're interested in that. So you can sort of know my overall thoughts. But long story short, I like the product. I find that it does make a difference to my skin. I have repurchased it, so that's that. And next, we've got this from Oma Beauty. So it's the Stay Woke Concealer, and this one is in the shade White Pearl T2. Again, this is a repurchase. I lost my last one. I still haven't found it. There was a few things that I lost at around the same time. I thought I knew what had happened to them. I now don't think that's what happened to them. I thought I'd lost a bag with a few products in, but then the other products that went missing at the same time have sort of all come back, but from different places. So I don't know. I put things down, things get moved, I move them and forget that I've moved them. My husband tidies up, forgets what he's done with them. Between the two of us, we are a nightmare for keeping track of things. It is what it is. But basically I lost this, couldn't find it. I've bought a new one. I missed this product so much. For under the eyes and for brightening, it's just really, really nice for me. It doesn't settle into fine lines. If anything, it hides them. If I use it to brighten sort of areas like my forehead and that, any lines I've got in my forehead just seem to decrease. So I love this stuff so much. I didn't want to be without it anymore, so I repurchased. And last but definitely not least, I have this. So you might recognise the packaging. I've got one of these in another shade that I've had for quite some time, but this is a shade that I actually really wanted. And they finally had it on Beauty Bay, so I got it while the going was good. So this is the Monochromatic Blush Duo from Cover FX, and this one is in the shade Soft Peach. So I've got the shade Sweet Mulberry, I think it's called. Yeah, Sweet Mulberry, which is the dark purple shade. It's the darkest one they've got. It was the only one I could get my hands on when these first came to Beauty Bay. By the time I realised they were on there, they'd all sold out. So that was the only shade I could get. But I've been trying to get hold of one of these for quite some time, and I finally managed to do it this last month. The Pink Dahlia shade that I'm also interested in has still been sold out, so I haven't been able to get hold of that one yet, but this was the one that I wanted to try the most anyway. So happy that I finally got it. I have used it a couple of times. As with the Mulberry shade, it is quite pigmented, so you have to go light with it when you use it. I like the shimmery side. It just gives a nice sort of glowy effect. It's not glittery. For me, it doesn't seem glittery at all. It's just a nice little highlight without using a highlighter. So yeah, really enjoyed it so far. I'm going to keep using it to see what I think about it overall, but I'm just so happy I've finally managed to get hold of one. So yay! So over to you guys. If you've got any thoughts or feelings on any of the products that I've talked about today, drop a comment in the comments box down below for me. If there's anything in here that you like, if there's anything in here that you don't like, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. I'm open to thoughts and suggestions. So as I said, just let me know in the comments down below, and as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.